Hi, I'm Melissa and welcome to Teacher Inspiration Station. So, you have your classroom, but it's looking like a hot mess. You've got some random furniture over here, some junk and clutter over there, some open space over here, and you don't know what to do and it can get very overwhelming. Well, you have come to the right place because in this video, I'm going to share with you a step-by-step guide on how to design your classroom. Now, this method is just plain old paper and pencil, but there are ways you can do it online, but I find it to be a little tricky for me to navigate some of those programs. Like I just having a hard time, and good old paper and pencil has never let me down. So this is the method that we're gonna go with today to create a space that you and your students will be happy with. Now let's get started. Step number one, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a picture of your classroom, take a picture of the different walls, take a picture from different angles, take a picture of your classroom from your door and what you see and what the space looks like. You can see the shape of your classroom. Is it rectangular? Is it square? And you can also see what's fixed in your room, the shelves that can't be moved, the outlet. That's gonna help you figure out where you're gonna put things. Of course, the computer has to be by an outlet. Of course, you may have your reading corner by the shelves. So taking a picture will really help you with the design process. Step number two, create a list of classroom essentials. What are things that are important to you and that you need in your classroom? So I went ahead and created my list here. So here are the things that are important to me. It's important for me to have a meeting area where we can have discussions, share books, build our community. I need a work area with groups. I need a place for a reading nook. Whatever you need in your classroom, make a list of it. That's gonna help you figure out how you're gonna design your room. Step number three, create a list of the furniture that you have. So that's what I did here. I have 4 trapezoid tables, a drying rack, a big rectangular table, an easel, a bookshelf. So what is it that you have? So it's like, what can we work with? How are we gonna work with what we have here? So creating a list where you can visually see it is helpful. Step number 4, draw the bare bones of your classroom. So what are those items that are fixed that you can't move? So I went ahead and created my classroom. So right there is the door, and I have some shelving on this side. I have the heaters over here. It's important for me to include that because I want to put my reading area by the heaters for kids to lean on. Right here I have a cupboard and sink, and my closets are here and some shelves here. So these are the items that I cannot move. And I've also included this little black square here, and these represent the outlets. So there's an outlet here, an outlet here, an outlet here. That's gonna help you figure out where to put certain things that need to be by an outlet. Step number 5, using your classroom furniture and classroom essentials as a guide, you're gonna begin to map out your room. Now here's a little extra tip. Use a pencil, because when you use a pencil, like I put the bare bones and things, I used like a Sharpie for that part, but the actual furniture that can be moved around, I'm going to use a pencil. That way I can erase things, I can move things over. And this is just for me, this is just a brainstorming, so it doesn't have to be perfect, because you're just figuring things out. So don't worry about it looking perfect. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you what that might look like for you. Okay, so I have my classroom furniture and my classroom essentials as my guide. And like I said, this is what I'm going to use to help me design my classroom. So I have my fixed areas here, put them in a Sharpie because I cannot move these areas. Excuse the noise in my house, oh my gosh. Anyway, so let me go ahead. So what I'm going to do now is, I know immediately that my teacher desk, I like to be able to see the door from where I am. So after school, sometimes I do some work here. I just like my desk right here so that I can see it from there. I would put it there, but that's where the plug is, and that's where I'm going to put my computer. So teacher desk is going to go right over there. Now you can use a ruler to help you, but because this is just me playing around with ideas, it's best to just kind of just draw it freehand. So the squares are there, but I'm just gonna draw freehand. So my teacher desk, I'm just gonna put here. My lines aren't straight, but that's okay, because I'm just mapping out my room. But I know that I would like my desk to be over here, like that. Okay, so now that's where my plug is, and it's nice and it's at the corner. So this is a good place for me to keep my computer. So I have that rectangular table. Hold on, where's my teacher desk? Okay, so I have that rectangular table here, a big rectangular table. I'm gonna use that here, and that is where I'm going to put my computer. And I'm going to divide it in half. On one half, this is where going to be my computer is going to be. Computer. But then on this side here, I'm going to use it to keep some work. I think the work that we're going to be working on that week or that day, I'll just keep here. That has been working for me in the past. I'm going to continue doing that. All right, so I have my big rectangular table, and I'm just going to go ahead and now put down the tables, and yeah, the tables, and these are where I want the kids to work. I have 4 trapezoid tables. I take 2 of them and put them together to make a hexagon. So that's what I'm going to do here. So one will go here, and then my circular tables, and my other ones here. Okay, so that's where students are going to sit. I'm going to put my chairs here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And I'm going to put, I have 20 kids in my class, so sometimes what often happens is I take a chair from here and I put it by the computer. So on these tables that can hold more students, there's usually less chairs there. Okay, so I have that. And now over here, I think this would be a good place for me to put my carpet area. Place for us, and then there's an outlet there, so I often play music from my stereo, and that little square table is perfect for me to keep my stereo. So I'm gonna have my stereo there, have my nice big carpet over here, carpet, and my easel goes here because this is where I do instructions, right? So my rocking chair, RC, easel, easel. I hope you guys can see it. It's pencil, but I really hope you guys can see it. But I think that's a good place for it. And right here is where I usually keep the shelving unit that I have bin toys in. And yeah, that's just where I keep it. So I move the easel aside so kids can have access to it when they need to have access to that shelf. So that's there. So rocking chair and my easel. Where is my easel? Okay, I'm gonna have my reading corner over here, just because there's heaters over here, shelves over here. This is the only space in my classroom that has like a wall for kids to kind of just lean back in or lean back on. So this would be a good space for me to have my little reading nook. So that little mat there with cushions, on a space for 3 cushions, and then I have my display bookshelf right over here. So I'll write bookshelf. Okay, and that's my reading area there. All along here, I'm gonna put some math manipulatives, leveled readers will go here. Leveled readers. Here, I'm just gonna put math manipulatives. I can just write MM. This is gonna be books. I'll just turn this around here. Like my classroom library, basically. So books, both fiction and non-fiction. And here I like to keep resources. It's just a little nook, a little section at the end of my classroom where I can just keep some resource books. And what else do I still need to, so I have here, oh, my drying rack. I'm gonna leave that right here, right by the sink. When kids do art, they can dry their stuff there. And let's see, and my bookshelf. I did that, my big carpet and my little carpet for my reading nook. I did all that. So let's go through this. I have my meeting area, check. Work area and groups, reading nook, computers go there. Place for small group instruction. Now I don't have that, but what I'm thinking I could do is I can use the carpet. So in the past, I've used this table here. I'm gonna label my tables. We have reptiles, fish, birds, insects, and oh, nope. Sorry, I'm gonna change this. Mammals. Is mammals ALS or ELS? I think it's ALS. And insects. Sorry. It doesn't matter, that could have been the insects, but I'm just used to insects and reptiles being the big groups. Anyway, as I was saying, I've used both the carpet and the insects group for small group instruction. I think what I'm gonna do this year is just keep it on the carpet. So a lot of times I have to ask these kids to move, and I guess it's fine, but I just wanna have one spot where I do that stuff. So small group instruction will be over here. So I have all of this, work area, book nook, computer, small group instruction. My classroom library is gonna go there, and also the leveled readers and the bookshelf. So I have that, I have my desk, writing center. Oh, okay. The storage shelf on wheels, I didn't plug that in. So I'm gonna use this. It has a space to keep things, but on top of it, I can use for writing materials. So I can keep the papers here, pencils. I don't like to have kids have complete access over it. I need to show them how to use the materials properly and all that, but I do want to have a bit of like a writing center for kids to go off and do some writing when they're finished their work or free choice time. So I'm going to use that area. And then shelves. So we have math manipulatives, check. Games, ooh. Ooh. I think I'm missing something. So these, I'm missing something. Oh, I'm missing something. So I actually also have in my library, or in my classroom, a shelf that oh no, I'm gonna have to get rid of that. A shelf. So I'm gonna have to reduce these things here. So here's the bookshelf, and then I have another shelf that needs some work. I'm telling you, it's scratched up, and I don't know, I would like to get rid of it, or at least try and like strip the wood and like revarnish or whatever, I don't know. But I do use that to keep games. I keep dry erase boards there. So yeah, I need that shelf there. So yeah. Forgot about that little piece of furniture that I had. Okay, so that's where I'm gonna keep it. And then steam bins. Ooh, steam bins. I think I'm just gonna take off the resources here and maybe put the steam bins here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that, because on top of this shelf, there is another place for me to keep other resources. So I can keep them here, I can keep them in the closets. They don't need to be on the shelves there. So I'm just gonna leave my steam bins over here. Leveled readers right here. Picture books, fiction and nonfiction. I have them sorted in different categories. I have them there. Classroom supplies. So that also goes in this little shelf here. I keep pencils, glue sticks. All my supplies go in my cupboard on my shelving up here that kids cannot have access to. That goes there, so I do have a space for that. Bin toys are gonna go here. And then my regular supplies, again, they just go on a shelf here, which I don't have drawn on here. But it's above the cupboard and the sink, my little shelving there, so for supplies. So there it is. So I like the layout of my classroom. I could change some things around, but this just kind of works for me. Step number 6, now figure out what it is that's missing. What are your needs? What is it that you still want? Perhaps you need an easel and you're gonna use that to help you with some lessons. Perhaps you need a little mini carpet so you can have your little reading book nook or corner. Perhaps you need a bookshelf to display all your read alouds or any units or topics that you're gonna be studying. Whatever it is that you still want and need, create your list. And step number 7, ask around for your wish list items. Ask other colleagues, send an email out. Ask your other friends, your teacher friends. Ask admin. Sometimes they have extra money that's allotted for certain items. You can ask other teachers that work at other schools. Whatever it is you need, ask. Because if you don't ask, you may not get what you need. And that is it for today's video. I really hope you found it useful in helping you design / set up your classroom. If you like this video, you know what to do. Thumb it up, and please subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.